Electric vehicle drivers in Campbell County are proud to be from coal country. A missing blue roan stallion has been found dead, but a blue roan mare in Campbell County is still missing. And part of the 1979 Star Trek movie was filmed in Yellowstone, the closest spot on Earth to what Spock's home planet might be like. We'll take a look at these stories and more today from Wyoming's largest news organization. I'm Wendy Corr for Cowboy State Daily. People take coal very seriously in Gillette, and electric vehicles, produced by companies whose stated mission is the reduction of fossil fuel use, aren't likely to find much love. But Cowboy State Daily's Renee Jean spoke to an EV driver in Campbell County who says he knows where his electricity comes from, and it's coal.
Wyoming produces 40% of America's thermal coal all by itself, while Campbell County produces 97% of that 40% total for the U.S. And so for someone to be driving an electric vehicle around town, that's kind of like waving a red flag at the bull and saying, hey, let's fight about it. He loves to sport his sticker that says, this car is powered by coal in the window, which makes all the environmentalists mad. And then, of course, everyone who's in the coal industry doesn't like that it's an electric vehicle.
But Jean said the vehicle's quiet operation, speed, and all the money saved on gasoline can make EVs appealing to Wyoming drivers. Well, 6 weeks before a blue roan stallion vanished from a barn in Fort Bridger, a mare of the same color went missing from a pasture in Campbell County. The stallion was found dead this week, while the mare is still missing. Like the stallion's owners, the mare's owner, Vicki Kissick, believes her horse, Pepper, was stolen. She said there's a demand for that color of horse. The stallion, Shadowhawk, was found dead this week, dumped in the outdoor arena near the ranch sometime Wednesday night or early Thursday morning. A vet determined that Shadowhawk died around a week after he was taken. An organization that monitors missing horse cases reports that Shadowhawk, Pepper, and a third Wyoming blue roan that went missing in July 2022 could be part of an organized theft operation. Third-party presidential candidate Robert F. Kennedy Jr. has announced a rally at the Cheyenne Little America on February 7th. Political reporter Leo Wolfson says Kennedy, formerly a Democrat who's now campaigning as an independent, will bring his message of being an alternate choice to Wyoming voters next month in hopes of convincing them to vote for him instead of former President Donald Trump or President Joe Biden.
It'll kind of be the opportunity as part of his nationwide campaign to gather ballot signatures for his effort to get on the ballots of all 50 states. But he does some conservative stances. He's been very skeptical about COVID-19 and the vaccines. And he also has sided with Texas in a recent dispute it has had with the federal government about securing its border.
Kennedy has built his campaign around the premise that neither Biden nor Trump, both expected to be their party nominees, can provide solutions that America needs. If elected president, Kennedy said he believes he can fix wealth disparity issues affecting the country. I'll be back with more news right after this.
Did you know it's illegal to dig or excavate without knowing what's below? This is Jan Warren, Executive Director for One Call of Wyoming. We will be hosting workshops around the state to educate homeowners, realtors, landscapers, underground facility owners, and excavators on the state law, industry best practices when it comes to planting a tree, building a fence, or any other excavation project you have planned. Join us for a free breakfast, get your questions answered, and learn how One Call of Wyoming is here to help. Go to onecallofwyoming.com and register today.
Wyoming Game and Fish officials are concerned about fish hooks severely disfiguring trout along Wyoming's prized stretch of the North Platte River. Outdoors reporter Mark Hines said the issue is reopening the debate over barbed versus barbless fish hooks.
They're finding in some areas some unusually high rates of injury to fish from hooks, like people carelessly ripping hooks out of fish's mouths or fish with their eyeballs popped by hooks, various nasty things like that. There's this whole debate over whether people should use barbed fishing hooks or barbless fishing hooks, and barbed fishing hooks might cause higher rates of injuries.
The sheer number of injuries or other signs of fish having been caught may reflect the popularity of the North Platte as a catch-and-release fishery. And wanting to make a big splash with the first Star Trek movie, in 1978 there was only one location otherworldly and alien enough to be the earthly setting for the home planet of Mr. Spock, Minerva Terrace in Yellowstone National Park. Cowboy State Daily's Andrew Rossi said legendary Spock actor Leonard Nimoy and a Trekkie film crew beamed down to the unique thermal pools of Yellowstone National Park to capture the alien feel of the fictional planet Vulcan.
They wanted to do an on-location shoot in an alien-looking place for the planet Vulcan, and Minerva Terrace at Mammoth Hot Springs in Yellowstone is one of those few places.
And that's today's news. Get your free digital subscription to Wyoming's only statewide newspaper by hitting the subscribe button on CowboyStateDaily.com. I'm Wendy Corr for Cowboy State Daily.